Hi, I'm Paul from Bellingham Kite Paddle Surf, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about fins, just so you know the different types of fins that are available. You really want to check your board. Some boards, like the LibTech and some of the other brands, they don't come with fins, so you'll need to purchase fins. And fins is often over or under. People forget like the importance of fins. Fins are super important. They'll definitely change your ride. Some boards come with a cheap plastic fin, which I think is almost worse than no fins at all. I mean, yeah, you can start riding it with a plastic fin, but you get so much more performance out of a board with a proper fin. So first, to figure out what kind of fins you need or should get, the first type is FCS. You can tell if it's an FCS fin on your box because it has 2 screws, and an FCS fin has 2 tabs. One of the benefits of an FCS fin is that you can actually move the fins. There's a little bit of space in the box, so you can move the fin forward or back. You can do that with the other fins. You can move them forward, and the board is a little more turny. If you move the fins apart, then the board has a little bit more drive, and that's one of the benefits of that fin option. So that's FCS. Another type that's very popular these days is Futures. Futures has a real strong kind of box, and you can kind of see the male portion of the bottom of the fin. Has a spot for a single screw, so the easiest way to identify Futures is that the Futures box has just one single screw in the front, and so it's great. It's a little faster when you get to the beach if you're putting your fins in. You just have only one screw to worry about. One thing you give up on the Futures versus FCS is that you can't move the fin. You just insert it and go. But for most people, that's all they really care about. And it's a super strong box. It's really reliable, and it's a, you know, there's a lot of boards with Futures boxes these days. Also, you might want to check, like Telmo, for example, they have both Futures boxes or FCS II boxes. So, you know, before you go out and buy your fins, make sure you're getting the right type. And then the last box here, this looks kind of like FCS I, but if you look inside the slot, there's a little orange roller. And that's because this is an FCS II box. You can put an FCS, the original fin, in there with the 2 tabs. That works. But the FCS II fin has a little notch in the leading edge and a special slot in the back. So it's a keyless fin. You can put the fin in and pop it down into place. It's also a super strong box. It's my favorite right now because you can swap out fins easily, or you don't need a tool at all to use them. It's also great for people who are riding in weedy areas. Both, I think the Futures and the FCS II are perfect if you're riding anywhere where there's some weeds, because the weeds can't get caught under the front of the fins. They tend to shed off a bit more. But they're all great options. They're all have their benefits. So make sure you get the right fin. And if you have any more questions about fins, you can just give us a call or check us out at kitepaddlesurf.com.